America, it is either really not a good time or it's still not Friday. Um, so right now we're working on the Ravis skimmer model, which I really haven't done much on in a long time. But as you'll see here, got this nice colors, bit of detail. Incomplete, but yeah, I'll be working on that. Also, going to be working on explaining some of the stuff that we have here that we want to show you. Alright, we have one viewer currently. I will be looking at stream chat. Two viewers currently. Awesome. Alright, so let's start with story ideas and a bit more about the channel. So right now, also I don't know if the audio is working. Let me check. Yeah, audio is working. Awesome. So right now we've got a small Discord server. I'm going to put that in the description of this video at the end of it. We're going to be doing Friday live streams with me doing modeling. If you have any pictures of Ravis's skimmer, can I please have those, please? Because it's hard to find pictures of her skimmer. So, story ideas. As of right now, I've got some dot points here. What is the Far Side? Some backstories for some characters, concepts for future episodes, the story of Domowick, which we all know he got to the Far Side, but we don't know what happened, and a reason for how the Far Side can exist, since it is a physical place that you can go through the center of the Atmos to get to. So for what is the Far Side, we already know it is the future of Cyclonia, as Cyclonus put it. However, it could be just the Atmos in general. What I'd like to incorporate is more of a sci-fi aspect to it and say that there's some warp between space-time that makes half the planet that they're on in the future and half the planet in the past, which is why the dividing range can be taken over and or go through the middle of the the middle of the planet, and you will get to the other side. And crystal-powered portals, sure, why wouldn't the future have that? And we already know that it's technically compatible with what Piper can do with the binding. We'd like to get more into the binding and some more like training into that. That would be awesome for Piper's backstory. Or not backstory, but like future episodes in the Far Side. So what I'm thinking is when they arrive, they're going to have to find some sort of way to basically get into the like swing of things, because the Far Side's the future. They don't know what's going on. They're just after Cyclonus. But basically, we need to establish some new characters, and we need to establish world building. We don't know if it's going to be a bad future or a good future. Presumably bad, since they're supporting Cyclonus in her ambitions to take over the Atmos. Now, there was an interview with one of the directors for Stormhawks about Season 3 where they asked about the future of the Dark Ace. Did the Dark Ace die? The answer is no, the Dark Ace did not in fact die. They were planning to bring him back in Season 3 if they got the funding for it. And they did not, so that's Season 3, RIP. Which is what we're going to bring back. My theory is that Cyclonus was teleporting him prematurely by overloading him with power or something along those lines, or we could do something else where he sort of just rematerializes, because he didn't exactly die, he kind of just evaporated. So we got like the Dark Ace returns as a future episode concept. Cyclonus fights back, so probably something that happens like a war maybe. War arcs are always nice, I guess. These are just like ideas I've had. We want some more backstories into the original characters of the original Stormhawks, because that's a fan requested favourite. And basically a whole lot of other stuff to do with the past and the future, since that's what the Far Side is. So yeah, and I want to really elaborate on Domwick, because Domwick was like one of the biggest plot points of episode, I think it was like 40, of him going through the center of the Atmos out to the other side. It also suggests that the Far Side isn't actually like the current Atmos in the way that it has water on the surface, rather than having like Terra Aquanos being the only water thing, or Terra Tropica. Like, water's a scarce resource in the Atmos, so that's some stuff I want to work on there. I want to elaborate more on crystal powered based stuff, what the limits are, talk about how it works more. You know how it is. So yeah, also if you know anyone who's good at 3D modeling, such as this sort of stuff, it would be very, very helpful if you could participate in this. Story writing, voice acting, if you know anyone who can do like impressions, that sort of stuff would be cool too. Also, I could really do with some people who can gather some reference pictures, because right now I don't have a huge amount of reference pictures. So I have like this for Aero, but there's one for the Dark Ace as well, but it's really, really small. It's not that good. And I've got some stuff here for Ravis's skimmer, but it's not a lot to work with, if you know what I mean. Anything helps. Let me just post a link to the Discord, since I'm sure some of you might want to join. I will be checking chat every so often, but I can't like look at it all the time. Let's see here. Share the Discord. Invite people. Here we go. Dark Ace impression. Fun fact, Dark Ace is voice acted by Aero's voice actor, the same actor. And if you can do one, more than likely you can do the other. So yeah, that's the Discord there. You can talk to me in Discord if you'd like. I'm gonna get some like picture channels up and such. I'll also be announcing streams every time I go out on the Discord. So yeah, that pretty much summarizes in a basic way the whole project, what I want to get done, some of the stuff. I'm not sure what their end goal is, but I will figure that out eventually. If you have any model requests, what you want me to build right now, you can ask me and I'll probably do it. And yeah, are there any new episodes of Stormhawks? Are you referring to what I'm uploading, or what, or like what I'm making? Because as of right now, I'm just creating models. I haven't got anything set up yet. So yeah, streams every Friday, hopefully, unless I can't make it. And yeah, so today we're working on the Ravis model. We'll just get some reference pictures up there. So that's the engine with the wheel. Interesting, it looks like the engine comes out of the wheel on this picture, although I'm not sure if that's just a trick of the eyes. I think it's a trick of the eyes. Anyway. The link's not working. So, anyway, Stormhawks has 52 episodes, 2 seasons, 26, I do believe, per season. I have season 1 in 720p 16:9. I have season 2 in 4:3 720p, so it's not exactly like that. Excuse me for a second, I've got to go talk to someone real quick. back again. Alright. Went for 3 seasons? Really? Let me check that. I want to check that. Let's just grab this. Let's see what we got here. Number of seasons, 2. From what I can see, it says only 2. Oh wait, let's see here. Season does say season 3. Okay, what does it classify as a season though? Anyway. So yeah. How long has this stream been going for? Not very long from the looks, yeah. Only about 11 minutes. Anyone have any model suggestions? If you have good reference pictures, I'll definitely try them. Alright, let's see here. Oop, that was a bit tricky. These are all one thing. I made this model so long ago. Oh, now I've got the hiccups. Yeah, join the Discord if you want to help stuff. I'll check that link again. Invite people. Copy. Link is copied. And it's not pasting. Hold on. Try this. That is a very long name you've got there. I will be releasing the next episode once the last one got 1,000 views, because there's not much point in putting up another episode if no one's going to really watch it. Okay, let's add a little more texture to this. Get that nice look. That looks good. So let's compare that. Needs to have a more curved inward look, so I can just go like this. Oop. Gone crazy with the views here. Try writing it in using the Discord app if you've got it on there. Because if it's not working, I don't know. Stefan, my name. Alright, that's nice to know. Oh, don't delete that. Do this. And then copy that, paste that. Awesome. Okay. Not quite right, but I'll deal with that eventually. Not my major concern. What I need to do is the body, which I don't actually have any good reference pictures for. Okay, so I would like it to be in Grand Theft Auto 5 style. So basically, I really really like the open world sort of take that Skyride, take this Skyride sort of style, plus the conversion. We know that we've got like the Hydra in Grand Theft Auto 5, right, which can convert from hover mode to flying mode. Well, you could have one with converting wings. As you've seen previously on my channel, I've got a test animation which could work, and it would be pretty easy to make a like animation for it in all the world, because one, I've already made the test animation. Two, it's basically just small terrors. They don't have to be massive. They just have to be interesting, and they're generally packed. And as you can see here, this is my test animation. It's not the best. I made that in like 15 minutes. Let's look at an older one. But yeah, I remember seeing the ads for the Stormhawks game and being like, whoa, that'd be so cool. And I never got to play it because by the time I got to it, it was already gone. Yeah, so basically that's my preferred style. I don't know much about game making because I don't make games, I make animations. Alright, let's get this to have a more awesome look to it. I put way too many subdivision surfaces on these things. Hell, this shouldn't even be subdivided that much. Just one or two should be fine. Let's see. You want to make it have a panel-y look to it. So let's do that. Interesting. So that's more squarish looking. I might need to remake this whole model, to be honest. Because from what I can see, I've made some mistakes that need to be fixed. But for now, I'm just going to work with what I've got. Yeah, let's add the subdivisions back up a bit. So to get a panel-y look, you need to subdivide it like that, and then like this, and then along the edges, that, and now we've got a panel, just like here. It's obviously not right. The death of indie games, pretty much. Let's see what we can do with the wings here. So there should be one here with, here it is, where we've got a bit of a look at the undertail of the wings. Alright, we can see the front of it too. Does the front look right? I think it needs to be a bit sharper along here. Control Alt. Get rid of that, and that. Make that a little sharper. Oh, I can't do that because of that. That's annoying. That'll do for sharpness, I guess. My favorite character would have to be Stork. Look up Stormhawks, but it's just Stork being hashtag relatable. It's pretty funny. I love Stork. He's basically like, I feel like Stormhawks is another version of Avatar sometimes because it's just got such a nice, awesome cast. One of my cousins pointed out that she couldn't stand Stormhawks due to Arrow having no flaws whatsoever. Arrow has a way. Now, this is because it's a kids show, so basically, if I make it, it's going to be a bit more mature, not too far. Like, it's still going to retain the childlike essence, but it must, like, be a bit more realistic, if you know what I mean. Maybe someone will have a mental breakdown that isn't Stork, you know? Or, I don't know. Being in the far side could definitely lead to some new, like, horizons to get over on, in terms of, like, character development and whatnot. I need to fix this. Only one side's that. Ah, damn it. That's just... vertices. Okay, that's like that. Now we can go mirror modifier. Why clipping enabled? I said clipping enabled. Awesome. Okay, let's save this as version 3. I'm well aware I have a lot of animations. Well, when you say that, when was there a time after episode 2 when he never failed? Because Piper, assisting Aero obviously, did end up beating both of them. The only reason that they kept losing was to keep the story going, really. But we could add a new horizon, like a sudden epiphany or something, for him to realize something, and this just changes his personality a bit, makes him a bit more mature, because don't forget, they're 14, and from my experience, unless you're me, because I matured at about 12, with a really deep voice and stuff, there is no such thing as a mature bloody 14-year-old. I wasn't exactly mature, I just mean like I was as tall as Aero, if not taller, in year 7. Anyway, he doesn't really have flaws. Like, that one time that the Dark Ace had that new crystal that made him go super fast, all he received was a little training at Terra Neon, and BAM! He can beat the Dark Ace again. You know what I mean? That's basically pretty much it. Let's have a look at episode 13 real quick. Oh, that's a good picture right there. Well, that helps a little anyway. So she's got like kind of hanging outy things on the side of hers. And Finn loses. Maybe not. Okay. That's helpful. So look at this. You may not notice these details, but look at the way that Ravis's skimmer has a smooth edge in terms of where the wings deploy from. All the other skimmers, except for a couple others, have blockier entrances and exits. I don't know how to explain it. You can see the paneling is very different. It's got a specific tone of purple with like that grey-brown sort of colour, metallic-y on here, and different shades of purple there. You don't see that on any other skimmers. Also, I kind of just want to point out all the problems that some of the episodes had, where they were using pre-made animations. Like, take this for example. So they're all here saving Junko, except Junko is saving Junko. You know? Doesn't make any sense. Someone obviously wasn't paying attention to the script. Anyway, there are a few other visual glitches that kind of annoy me in the series. What was another one? Can't think of any at the moment. But yeah. Anyway, I think I've run out of stuff to talk about. This stream's been going for 25 minutes, and it's been really enjoyable, but I got other stuff to do. Currently, uh, I am almost 18. Um, anyway, I've got HSC exams to attend to over the next week. They'll be done by next week. So I'll have a lot more time to do a few more streams, but for now, Fridays only, because that's when there are no more exams. Anyway, everyone should be about roughly the same age because, you know, it's the demographic that Stormhawks was put onto. Anyway, I'll talk to you all later, and thanks for watching the stream.